YouTube. What's cracking, peeps? What it is, what it ain't. It's your boy, Toddy Jones. What's going on, y'all? Hope everybody doing well. Really wanted to come on and talk about estimating repairs, and also why you don't really need general contractors to estimate repairs, in order to do this business. I did a video recently on the property that I looked at. I did a walkthrough video not long ago. If you go check it out on the page, you'll see it. And then after that, a lot of you guys start hitting me up, telling me that you really don't know how to estimate repairs. You don't know anything about the cost of repairs, doing rehabs. A lot of you guys just had a lot of questions and uncertainty about estimating repairs, which is cool. Totally fine. Totally normal. The very vast majority of us, we did not come from a background in repairing properties or anything of that nature, so that's fine. That's totally natural. And also, believe it or not, I'm probably willing to bet at least I would say probably at least 40% of y'all know more about the ins and outs and the costs and repairs to homes themselves or houses themselves than I do. You know what I'm saying? When I first started doing this, man, I couldn't tell you how much a roof costs. I had an idea how much air conditioners cost because I bought one before I started wholesaling, but I could tell you then about repairing it, and then like how much it would cost to repair it, like air compressors, coils. I couldn't tell you nothing about no septic tanks. I never lived in a house where we had septic tanks, so I ain't know a lot about this stuff either, just like y'all know. I still don't know really a whole lot about wiring. And to be honest, the whole concept, it kind of scares me, man. You know what I'm saying? Going there dealing with stuff that could seriously injure you, or the very worst, take your life from you. But not trying to, go that way with this, but I just want to really tell y'all or give y'all a little insight on what I do or what you may can do that may help you out, or just really let you know that you don't really need a general contractor to do what you do. First things first, as far as having a general contractor come out there and look at your properties for you, some people do that. I would say vast majority of wholesalers definitely don't do that, especially the ones who are experienced. And you really don't need it, guys. You really don't need it. I'm going to just be real with y'all on how that works. You holler at a professional general contractor. This is somebody who's a professional in their field. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody who went to school to learn their field, to learn their craft, to learn their profession. They invested some money and time to be titled a general contractor. And I'm sure, just like pretty much any other professional field in that scope, every year they probably have to take some kind of continuing education courses. Basically what I'm pretty much trying to say is this is a professional person who has invested a lot of time to get that title of general contractor. So you being the newbie to them, in most cases, you calling them to ask them, hey, can you come give me an estimate on this property? They may do it in hopes that they'll get the bid and get the job. They may do it. They may do it one time for you. You know what I'm saying? You come at them the right way. You say the right things. They may do it one time for you. They may even do it the second time for you for free of charge, in hopes that they're going to get the bid and get the job. But that third time, you hit them up and you let them know, hey, can you come out there and look at this house for me and give me a repair estimate? They're going to text you their PayPal. They're going to text you their PayPal link. They're not going to make a habit, or they're not going to make it their business to come out there and provide you, as the wholesaler, official rehab calls for free. They're just not going to do it. Time is money. And everybody in this business, we all know that and we understand that time is money. You know, so they're not gonna, you got anywhere from maybe 3 to 10 houses to look at per week. They're not gonna just be the person that you can call to come out here and do this for free for them. It's just not gonna happen, because this is a numbers game, and the numbers are gonna say, and they're gonna represent that if they're coming out here 5-10 times a week for you, you're not gonna close deals on those houses. You know what I'm saying? Your percentage, if you bet 10%, you're doing great. Trust me. If you bet 10% for the houses you go do appointments for, you're doing great. You know what I'm saying? Especially just starting. So you got to keep that in mind. You know, most times you're trying to call your contractors out here to take away, you're taking away their time where they could possibly be making money with somebody else to just come give you estimates. It's just not something they're going to make a habit of doing. And like I said a little earlier, y'all, I've done, at this point, I've done a good bit of deals, y'all. I actually consider the amount of deals I've done as a lot of deals. You know, I've done a lot of deals, and I don't use any general contractors. I don't. I feel like I don't need them, you know. Not in the scope of the wholesaling that I'm doing. I feel like I don't need them. On the more sophisticated deals, yeah, you may have to reach out to them. And if I do reach out to them, if I don't have any kind of already established relationship with them, I'm going to expect to pay for their services. You know what I mean? Just like if I call a licensed barber, and y'all say the jokes, I know I'm bald-headed, but if you call your barber and you need to get your hair cut, they going to expect you to pay them. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the same concept, you know? So when you just get started, y'all, do what you're doing now. Educate yourself. Watch videos as far as rehabs and estimating rehabs go. Watch videos. Educate yourself. I mean, this is the internet. We all paying probably anywhere from $30 to $100 per month to be on the internet. Take advantage of it. Google this stuff. Research this stuff. Educate yourself on this stuff. You know, educate yourself on how much stuff costs. You know, educate yourself on labor costs. You know what I mean? Over time and over the years, that's something that I've done. You know, now I know how much roofs cost. Now I got a better understanding of repairing air conditions. You know what I mean? I still ain't, you know, too spazzy on wiring work like I told y'all. But one thing about it, y'all, when you get your estimated rehab, and you always refer to that as an estimated rehab, once you like tell a buyer what you think the rehab is, if they're interested in the property, if you done showed them the pictures of it, you done showed them videos, or they just love the area already, once you give them the number, if they're interested, they're gonna come out there and look at it anyway. And if it works for them, they're gonna put it on the contract and they're gonna buy it from you. If it don't work for them, on to the next property. You know, and that's just really that's really kind of the cycle of it, y'all. You know what I mean? That's really kind of like the cycle of it. You know, over time, and going through experience processes, you'll get better at estimating rehabs. You know, I got a video on my channel. I think it's the main video when you first come on there. It'll give you an idea of how to estimate rehabs. A lot of it, in most cases, is like your square footage. You know, you're just looking for an estimate, guys. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be the person going in and doing the rehab 99% of the time. You just need an estimate. And you really need the estimate for yourself more than you need it for your buyer. You really do, because that's going to help you with your numbers. You need to make sure your numbers are right so you can offer the seller the right price and then market it to your buyers at the right price. You know what I'm saying? Your buyers, they're going to already have an idea of what it's going to cost them to repair stuff. You know, some of them may be buying it to flip. Some of them may be buying it as a buy and hold rental. And the repairs are going to vary and a lot of times drastically between those two exit strategies. You see what I'm saying? And as far as general contractors go, you could call general contractor Billy on Monday, show him this house, and he tell you, okay, your rehab is $10,000, $10K. That's your rehab cost. You may call Johnny on Tuesday, have him look at the same house. Johnny may tell you your rehab costs $17K. That's your rehab cost from Johnny. You may call Susan on Friday, show her the same house. She may say $7,000. So we got 7, 10, and I think the other one was 17,000. What I'm pretty much saying is everybody, and more times than not, you're going to get different rehab estimates from different people. It's not a science, y'all. It's an art. It's not a science. It's an art. Keep that in mind. ARV, it's not a science. It's an art. Estimating rehabs, it's not a science. It's an art. Even selling your property to your buyers, it's not a science. It's an art. And you get better at the art part of it by experience. All this stuff not going to come to you one day. All this stuff not going to come to you in a month. I've been doing it for a few years now, and it still ain't all came to me yet. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm a whole lot better now at the end of 2018 than I was at the end of 2016 in all facets of the game. So keep that in mind as far as your estimations of your rehabs go. You don't have to try to latch onto a general contractor to go with you to look at every property. If that's the case, I think I'm correct in saying you're gonna miss out on a lot of opportunities. Because trust me, y'all, licensed general contractors are just not gonna make it their business to run around town giving you estimates for free. Just not gonna happen that way. Especially being you're a wholesaler. You know what I mean? You're not even the person that's gonna be paying for that rehab. Now, if you were an end buyer, that would be a smart thing to do. Especially if you're an end buyer that's not a general contractor. Or you don't have extensive knowledge in rehabs. Then of course, yeah, you want your general contractor out there with you all the time. But as the wholesaler, as the middle person, or as we say in Georgia, as the jug person, it's really not necessary, y'all. Take it from your boy. Just wanted to touch on that, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and check out. As I say on pretty much all videos, I think, make sure you follow your boy on Instagram. My Instagram is Toddy_Jones. That's T as in Tom, I as in Internet, DY_Jones. Check me out on Instagram, man. I try to go on there and act the ass sometimes, but, you know, follow me on IG. Make sure you subscribe to the page. YouTube wants you to hit the notification button. So make sure you hit the notification button. And I'm going to get with y'all a little bit later. Oh, you got any questions? Hit me up in the comments, man. Hit me up in the comments. I'm going to try to do a sweep of my YouTube and knock out a whole lot of comments that I ain't answered, a lot of questions I ain't answered. In fact, I really just need to start doing more live streams so y'all can ask me questions and I can just, boom, get an answer right there. In fact, what time is it? 10:53. I may sign off and do a live stream. You know what I'm saying? So as you're watching this video, go refresh the page. I might be live right now. You never know. And I might not. Peace, y'all.